wrestling with TNA Genesis. It was last Saturday. It took place in Garland, Texas, at the Curtis Colwell Center. Attendance was 3,946. So, a very modest crowd for sure. Um, and yeah, this is the first paid preview in the
AMC era.
AMC era, yeah. And I would say they came in more with a whimper than a bang, if I'm being honest. I'll explain more about that as we go into our review. Um, but just um from the from the very beginning, I'd like to say that I did not like the placement of the matches on this card. It kind of had me with my scratching my head because it was kind of all messed up and mixed. Um, that's just my opinion on it. But what say you, Kaliko? What did you think about this show as a whole?
Well, it was hard to follow it when you have the main show, the debut show. I think that was the biggest part. The pay per view was following what they did on the debut show, and I think that's where it kind of got jacked up. And that's where they were kind of in a precarious position because it was like, okay, do we go all out for the for the pilot show and leave the pay per view lacking, or the other way around? And the TV execs are going to want their money's worth, so you got to give them a reason to get the money's worth, right?
Right.
So, and that's where it was, because I think if TNA Genesis was the same as the very first TNA show on AMC, it would be a totally different story. The
Well,
problem was they had to follow that TNA show with that pay per view followed the debut show, which was like, oh shit, well there's that. Because how are you going to follow that up?
well, from I've heard, I did not see the debut show. I mean, the debut show was a bit lackluster. So, I mean, it seemed like it would have been quite easy to follow it up with, a solid pay preview.
Well, that's where all their debuts kind of kicked in. So that's what I'm saying. All the people coming back kind of kicked in right around that during that time, and then they had the biggest thing, which was the title change, happened on that show,
Right.
which kind of gave you what was going to happen at the.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll get definitely into the title match. Um, but let's get into the first match. AJ Francis defeated Rich Swann in 12 minutes and 19 seconds. I'm glad that Rich Swann is back. Um, it's been a hot minute since we've seen him in TNA. But if I'm being completely honest, this match was 12 minutes too long. Um,
Wow.
every every minute AJ Francis is on my TV screen, it definitely subtracts from my enjoyment of the show. um, so yeah, I felt like this went way too long. It seemed like this was maybe 50. It felt like more like on the 17 to 20 minute mark. Very like AEW-esque match. Like there was near pinfalls and it just kept going and going and going. And I don't see AJ Francis as like a great, in-ring competitor. So yeah, I did not enjoy this match. What say you, Kaliko?
I mean, he won. I guess. I guess he won. I guess that matters, right? I mean, it. I'm glad Rich Swann is back.
We could definitely agree on that.
I ain't gonna knock that. So, hey, it is what it is. AJ won.
How many stars you give this?
Um, 2.5.
I will give it.
The most generous 2.5.
I will give it 1.5.
That's 1.5 more than Meltzer gave it because Meltzer chose not to rate it.
Damn. And just when I was
Well,
about to, just when I
not
was,
just the match, the show. So there you go.
I mean, just when I was about to ask you if Uncle Dave reviewed the show.
Well, I figure I'd save you the haggle of cheating.
I do not cheat. I get on I vibe with Dave and what he sees. All right.
Nobody vibes with Dave.
Tony vibes with Dave.
The Bucks vibrates Dave. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Mustafa Ali defeated Elijah in 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Um, Honestly, one of the better matches on the card, if I'm being honest. Mustafa knows how to have like a shenanigans match, and you know, as good as he is, pull out a cheap victory. uh, it had all the nonsense, the gaga, whatever they're paying Tasha Steelz, it's not enough because she takes like big bumps in these matches, and she's not even wrestling at this point. So, I mean, all credit to her as well. Honestly, right way to how they did the match, right way to end the match. All thumbs ups from me. What say you, Kaliko?
I mean, Mustafa just been. He's been in his bag since he's been in TNA. And I think not only in the ring, but his character development, it just shows him that, he's just not the Middle Eastern guy that people should just cheer for because he could do a 450 splash. Right? So it's like, so just in that, I think him being there has been a great win for him. And it is a great win for TNA as well to allow someone to develop their character, especially, it's really rough when WWE guys go there because they kind of tend to lean on their laurels of what got them working in WWE.
Right.
And Mustafa being able to just overhaul his whole character is just, worked wonders for him.
How many stars you give this?
3.5.
I'll be more generous. 4. 4 stars. All right.
Look at you.
Uncle Dave did.
Not generous for AJ.
Uh, Uncle Dave did not review this show as a whole, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha.
As of yet, that mother. Nope.
He was watching Collision instead.
Hey, that could be the case.
All right. Eddie Edwards defeated JDC in Fandango Johnny Fandango Curtis's last match in 17 minutes 16 seconds. I felt like this was a good match, a fine match. Both guys did well. I felt like it was a bit disappointing because the crowd was kind of silent for most of it. they only really came alive after the match was over to, give JDC his flowers, which I mean he rightfully deserves. Um, I also feel like, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, the placement of the matches on the card, like, why would you have this be third on your card? I would maybe feel you would maybe either make it more towards the middle
Higher.
or start the show out with it. Um,
That's what I would have thought. Start to show out with it to get it. But then again, I mean, AJ Francis did what he needed to do because people really don't like him wrestling. So
I mean, did anybody give a? I mean, did that really need to start the show? That was a pee break match at best, if I'm being honest. And that
mm,
was your heater. That was to get the people going first thing out of the gate. And you have fucking AJ Francis in the first match.
mm.
In all honesty, it should have gone to Dango um and Edwards, if I'm completely and utterly. Or I mean, put it in a more in the middle, where people would actually respond to it. But
I
what's it?
mean, maybe. But I mean, at this point, the match could have been a Genesis match. I mean, not even a Genesis. AMC team debut that could have happened on AMC.
Hey, we're new on this on this new station, and here's one of our best guys. He's retiring tonight. No, no, I don't see what that could have worked.
I mean, they already kind of did that with this is our best guy. He's winning the title tonight, but he's going to have to defend it 2 days later. What's the difference?
Well, this was a Texas death match, is the difference.
Who gives a shit? The fact that he won the title is the problem.
Um, I mean, yes, but I feel like they did the best that they could with this in the situation that they were in. They loaded that last match up with enough gaga for you to maybe be interested in it. But again, we'll get to it when we get to it. Um, your thoughts on the JDC Eddie Edwards match?
Next.
How many stars do you give it?
Generous, too. The crowd didn't seem to care. Maybe because it was a foregone conclusion? I don't know.
I I'll give it a 3. I'll give um JDC at least a 3. All right. Now we got Ryan Nemeth versus Maria Sadie in an intergender match that lasted 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Um, honestly, the wettest, the wettest fart in shorts I've ever seen for quite some time, if I'm being honest. Like, this was fucking terrible. You know,
Really?
they had the opportunity to have a lot of fun with this match and, get Sadie over and make, Nemeth the brunt of the joke. And I feel like they just didn't feel comfortable actually doing it. And it just became like she had no offense. The whole thing was her super kicking him. She never super kicked him in the whole fucking match. And then you just have him. He primarily just beat her up for 5 minutes and was slightly inappropriate, if I'm being honest. I thought it was terrible. What say you?
I mean, Nick did what he was supposed to do. Get heat. What? I don't get what y'all, what you want him to do. What more do you want from him?
Get beat up, get embarrassed, and then get the pinfall.
So take an ass whooping and then take an ass whooping, smile, and go about your way, sir.
Absolutely. And
Oh Lord.
the whole thing was that she kept super kicking him. Again, she did not hit him with a super kick the whole match. Make him act like an asshole. It's not hard. And have her,
I
him
mean, him
feel
coming
like
down the ramp, people, he's an asshole. So there you go.
have him be the cocky heel, you know, out wrestle her a little bit from the beginning. Have her take advantage of him being, the cocky heel. Beat the crap out of him. And once, she has the offense, got the people on her side, have him roll her up, hold the tights like he did, and get the heat that he needed. It did not play out that way. I don't know what they were thinking of them.
Maybe they're waiting on the next pay per view for it. Who knows?
Oh God, I hope not.
Why not?
Do we really need a second match like this?
I would see a mixed tag match.
I mean, who would he team with and who would she team up with?
They'll figure out something out, you know.
Hmm.
They'll make it make sense. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
How many stars you give this one?
1.5.
I will give this a -1.
Wow. A negative in 2026, you already being negative.
Well, I mean, considering it took us to get uh, our first negative rating was in 2025 was October, and we're 1 month into this year, and we got another negative.
You ain't even 1 month, be like 3 weeks.
I mean, they need to do better. They need to do better. Um. Okay, that brings us to Lei Ying Lee, with Zaya Brookside defeating Zarya with Sol Ruka, to retain her TNA Knockouts World Championship in 14 minutes and 23 seconds. I mean, it wasn't a bad match, um, but again, the crowd was kind of not into it. They were kind of on their hands, sitting on their hands, if I'm being honest. And it was nothing really that the Ghost did. I thought the match was fine. It protected Zarya. It so Lee, yeah, Lee, in a good light, I would say. But it wasn't that memorable either, honestly. What say you?
I mean, that's the thing. It's just one of those things where it's like they're trying to solidify her as a champion, and they're doing it with the NXT person. So it's like, I mean, but we'll see. Because I get it because I think Lee has the biggest language gap, and that's kind of like that could be a hindrance in her connecting with the crowd.
Do you think it's a connection with the crowd because or they just they just this card has just, made them uninterested?
Oh, Solo, you are so mean for that, buddy. Anyways, uh, I mean, but then again, it's just like they have to give her a reason to to be cheered. You know what I mean? I think everybody was just happy that JC lost it. I think if JC had got this rematch, it would have been a different story.
Hmm, that would have been actually interesting. Or
Because I think
Lana.
the crowd would have been on the feet of. I think they would have been more in the pocket of, hey, let's not make sure JC wins, or let's root to keep the outsider out. Because I mean, Zario's not a bad opponent. I also think JC should have been that opponent. They never ran that back.
I mean, you could even go as far as say Lani as well. Uh,
Yeah, Kalani. Yep, one of those two easily.
I mean, the weird thing is both goals are faces as well. While Kalani and JC are obviously clear heels. So maybe that had something to do with that as well. I mean, there was no. I mean, Zarya didn't get heat on her. There was nothing really to yay or boo. It was just.
Yeah, it was like two faces. So who are you really? The crowd could have been confused in the sense of, okay, who am I supposed to be rooting for? Because I like them both.
Right. I mean, I was gonna say, you could have put Sol Ruka in there. Um, but I mean, that would have been
No,
counterproductive.
so that would have been worse.
Yeah.
That would have just killed Joy.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Right.
So yeah, no, you don't want that.
How many stars do you give this one?
I mean, it was good. Solid three.
I agree with that. A solid three. All right. Tag team match for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. The Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, retained after defeating the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch. If there was ever a match that bred life into people, it was definitely this. They came alive for the Hardy Boys. Um, as
They come
rightfully,
for the Hardy Boys.
as rightfully so. I mean, they are the Hardy Boys. Um, I thought it was a good match. They did their Hardy Boy thing. It worked. It usually
The
does.
Hardys.
Um, I thought the finish was kind of weird because the Righteous was like, "Yay, the Hardys! We want the Hardys to beat us," and it didn't seem like that at the beginning of the match. Oh, maybe this will be the ending of the rivalry. Maybe not. I don't know. Um, and still, again, the ending was weird, but it was still a solid match. I would say. What say you?
I mean, the Hardys came. Everyone was happy. The Hardys won. Everyone was happy. Am I missing something there?
No, I think that's as cut and dry as you're gonna get.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. How many stars you give that? This one.
I mean, the Hardys brought life into the match or to the building.
And that how many stars?
I said four.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay, four
They
stars.
brought life.
All right, yeah, 4 stars. It was the only match that really had the people going. All right. Um, this was a triple threat match. It was supposed to be for the X Division Championship. But Leon Slater had issues with his visa, so he could not actually compete in this match.
You should
Um,
have got a MasterCard.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so he was replaced by, say his name and he shall appear, Joe Henry. Joe Henry defeated Cedric Alexander and Moose in 15 minutes 21 seconds. The crowd was hot. The people wanted Moose. The people wanted Henry. Cedric Alexander was there. Um, things things happened. Moose took a backdrop on the stairs, and a hush fell over that crowd, like you would not believe. More than sure it was a work, because I did not hear anything afterwards that he was injured or anything. Um, but yeah, it just kind of sucked the air out of the room. Henry and Alexander kind of tried to get it back by going back and forward. Um, it was okay. Moose did actually get back in the ring and wrestle. Um, but I don't think that they ever got back to the level of excitement that they had before Moose got that injury scare. Which kind of really sucks, because it was a good match. Um, Joe Hendry got the W, and the people were very content with that, by all means. So, I mean, a little wonky in the middle, but ultimately, I think it did what it needed to do, and it made the people happy. So, I mean, you know, I would call that a W. What say you,
That's all you
TJ?
can do is make the. That's it. I mean, I think the card picked up after like this was like the inflection point. The Hardys came and they're like, yay! Then the injury came and they're like, yeah. It's almost kind of like they were just sitting there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where the real people at? It's like,
You bought a ticket to see us, we know it.
yes, exactly. Don't play me. Put them in. Like go ahead, give me Joe Hendry. Stop playing with me. Like
Who's this fucking AJ Francis bitch?
why am I watching the Nemeth guy? Give me fucking.
It's not even the Nemeth I like.
I know, right? So they're like, just get it over with. Just
Sure, I asked for Coca-Cola, not, uh, not Shasta.
be like, yay! Um, Rich Swan is back. Where the fuck is the Hardy? Like, so heck, yeah. I mean, it happens. I guess it just part of the game.
How many stars you give this one?
I mean, I saw it. I mean, like I said, it picked up. Everything picked up before, so the crowd just was into it. I mean, that's got to count for something, right?
Oh yeah, you said four.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it 3.5. It was a solid match. But like I said, the Moose injury scare kind of, um, kind of hindered things more than it helped. Um, but it was definitely, like I said, a solid match. All right.
I mean, can Moose just like no longer be with the X division? I'm just, he is practically a big ass guy.
I mean, the X Division doesn't have weight limits. It's about no limits. It's always been about no
Oh,
limits.
whatever the hell that is. Anyways,
All right. That brings us to a last match, the Texas Death Match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, with special guest referee Nick Namick. Um, Mike Santana defeated Frankie Kazarian in 19 minutes and 13 seconds. Um, I mean, despite having the Hardys um and the triple threat match kind of pick things up, um, I was just about disgusted with this pay preview. I was bored and I was ready to get on to the next thing. So to say that my enthusiasm was at a low when this match came on would be an understatement. Um,
I mean, but that's because I told you they fucked themselves over and put themselves in a corner.
yeah. I mean, that being said, I mean, it wasn't a bad match. I would say that the rules were confusing as fuck. Um, when did you have to pin somebody to invoke a 10 count in a Texas death match? It seemed like there was too many steps in this match that didn't need to be there. Um, but I mean, it achieved what it needed to do. Um, I mean, it didn't get to the level of, AEW when it came to violence, considering, their Texas death matches are, you know,
Jesus, yes, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there's that. But I mean, I don't think anybody else does, Texas death matches like AEW does, even when they're, not in Texas. At least this match was in Texas, so I'll give them points for that for sure. Ah,
I mean, it's in Texas, in Texas, but no one's trying to go to Kaiser. I mean, hey,
it was Texas Deathmatch Light.
the Diet Coke of Texas.
No
See what I
few words were true, but like I said, it did what it needed to do, I suppose. And while yes, they did what they were supposed to do on you know, um, the debut show, I think that they did a good job with invoking enough interest in this match for people to want to see it. Obviously adding the deathmatch element with Nick Nemec and looming over them, whoever may win this match, he might scoop up the title afterwards. So I thought with what they had available, they did a good job. What say you, Caligo?
mean, like I told you, this match was done to me when it was done Thursday. Because there was no incentive for me to watch this match, considering that I just saw him get the title then. You know how we last year, or even the last couple years, we always had like, oh my God, why don't they just give him the title at the pay per view and send everyone home happy and da 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 da.
Yeah.
They did the inverse. They did the right thing. They did it too fucking early, and that's the problem. Jesus Christ! Like, so it's just okay. It's either one or the other. They're either gonna do it too early or too fucking late. Never right on time.
they
Nice.
they failed to get the just right.
No, it's like the three little bears. They just be either too hot, too cold. They just never quite. Just, you know, you know. Just,
I know.
and, and that just frustrates you. Just frustrates you like, there. But it is what it is. But what else can you do?
Give it a star rating.
Yeah. I mean, a 3 because it happened. A 3 because the right guy won. A 3 because he won it 2 days earlier. A 3 because I knew what the fuck was going to happen, the outcome before I even watched the match.
I will give it a 3.5. All things considering, they did the best they could with what they had. And like you said, right guy won in the right way. They tried to create a decent amount of drama afterwards. It was an okay amount of drama. Um, so yeah, 3.5. Alright, the show as a whole, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
It, it would have to be the middle, right?
I mean, if that's not
It was like half the crowd was dead, and then where they were like, "Oh, the people that were supposed to be here are here. Let's fucking cheer." Kind kind of threw that out the window. Like, yeah,
so thumbs in the middle for you.
thumbs in the middle. I mean, that's just on the crowd. Hey, I can't.
I'm gonna be more critical. Thumbs down. The
Damn.
the match with AJ Francis. I mean, AJ Francis being on my TV is worthy of being thumbs in the middle. The match with Ryan Nemeth was the worst match I've seen this year. Um, it was just horrible. Um, yeah, it was just the matches that were supposed to get me back into it. I mean, they were good, but they definitely didn't like revive me to the point where I wanted to continue watching the show. So yeah, it was just when you're at the main event and you just want the show to be over, that's not a good sign that you had a good show. So yeah, thumbs down for me. All right, that will conclude our coverage of TNA Genesis.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.